And since we're at Social Media Check-In, I just want to remind everyone, in case you're just tuning in, the first 5 questions that Yo-Yo and I are reading came from our Facebook page.
All right, so our first VIS, very important, squatty, is Dana saying, thank you for replying, but this is my question. How long does it take to get a swearing ceremony in New York? Did my citizenship interview on the 14th of January, and it was approved. Case status online said, in line for ceremony. Should I keep waiting or give them a call?
You can call them, but it's probably going to be 90 to 120 days from the time of your interview.
Alrighty, the next one comes from Flawless Mama, and she says, my friend is married to a U.S. citizen who is filing for herself and 3 kids. After filing taxes, he owes the IRS $2,000, and the application will be approved if he pays part of the money to the IRS, or do you have to settle all his debts to the IRS?
No, you don't have to settle your debts to get the application approved.
Okay, Dolapo saying, I was in an abusive marriage. I got divorced. I was given a state attorney, which I applied for a VAWA, 360, 765, and 485. Fee waiver was only approved for the I-360. Do I have to pay the fee for the 765 and 485 to reapply? And can I also apply for advanced parole?
You can apply for any fee waiver that they allow you to. I don't know enough about the fee waivers, because if somebody comes to an attorney to file an application, we can't turn around and say, well, you're able to pay the attorney, but you weren't able to pay for the filing fee. So I don't personally, in my office or in my practice, use the fee waivers. I believe you can use a fee waiver for the I-45 on a VAWA case, though.
Alrighty, so then next one, it's a little lengthy. But it comes from Bookie O. He says, hi, Uncle Brad. I have an interview with the USCIS in 2 weeks' time, but my spouse didn't agree to file joint taxes with me. He filed single. He has really bad credit, owing different banks, so we couldn't open a joint bank account. Would that be a problem? First question.
Yeah.
He is so irresponsible that I'm actually in this marriage for love. What are my chances getting a green card?
I don't know, but you're already behind. You already have a couple negatives. You don't have a bank account together. You didn't file your taxes together, so you have a couple negatives. You have explanation why he owes money, and I want to, be part of his bad credit. But you better come in with overwhelming evidence that you live together and have some sort of financial relationship with him. It's not enough just to say, I love the man.
And the last part of this.
Well, I'm not sure what there is to love there.
And the last part of this question is,
but maybe we don't know him well enough. Maybe we don't know him well enough.
His heart, not his credit score.
Yeah, maybe we don't know him well enough.
Love is blind, exactly. And then last part of the question says, and no, I got my EAD 4 months ago, so I haven't been able to put lots together to prove bona fide marriage. Should I postpone the interview? And if yes, for how long can I postpone?
You can't postpone the interview. Go do the best you can. If they don't believe it's a real marriage, they'll schedule you for Stokes.
That's it.
Okay, Hamid saying, I just wanted to know the requirements if I bring my mother to the USA to visit.
Prove that she's returning home.
Next one comes from Adioscan Yinsky, and they ask, I have a DUI from 2019. I got my green card in 2019 September. How long can I file for my citizenship?
5 years from the time of the end of your DUI. I mean, you can file for it tomorrow, but you got to prove good moral character.
Okay, Ruth saying, my name is Rutho. I entered the USA November 2018. Although I've overstayed my visa in Texas, a Nigerian can my son.
The son can
still do the adjustment of
yes,
status
because she's Nigerian and adjusting here.
Okay.
The key thing to remember: Nigerian here, good. Nigerian in Nigeria, no good.
Okay.
This one comes from Almighty Dean, and he says, afternoon, Uncle Brad. My wife just got her EAD card today. In how many days shall she get her Social Security? There it is.
Magic 8 Ball. The wife got the work permit today. When will Social Security mail her Social Security? It says, soon.
Oh.
That's what it says, soon.
It's a good start.
It's a good start. I don't know when she's going to get her Social Security, but generally it's a week, 2 weeks, somewhere around there.
Okay, Daniel Cadalis saying, how is underage children granted U.S. Passports at the embassy during the time of the interview or when they get here to the USA? Please explain. I'm a parent and a U.S. citizen.
At the embassy is responsible for giving U.S. passports.
Okay, this one comes from Angela XOXO. The movement of Philippines is really fast, especially F2B.
Okay. That's a statement?
It's a question, I believe.
It's a statement?
The movement for Philippines is really fast.
The movement.
Yeah.
What kind of, she's talking about the visa bulletin.
Will this continue? What's the possible cause?
Not enough Filipinos are getting their green card, so they're moving them forward. There's a quota on immigrants. So they figure out how many immigrants are going to get their green card in the year from the Philippines, and they divide it by 12. And when people start not getting their green cards in any given month, they say, okay, we got to add more people onto the quota for the next month. So right now, the Philippines for the F2B is October 1st, 2009. Very good.
Oh, wow.
Very good. Not bad.
Cool.
Not bad.
All right, Baliabe saying, happy Friday, squad. What's the best way to file a 751? What do I need to prove other than the one you proved on your interview?
Same exact thing, but 2 years later.
Alrighty. This one comes from Jemima Lescarukura. You had a hard time with that last name earlier too. Can green parents or siblings petition for their child or siblings above the age?
Green parents?
I'm assuming can green card parents or siblings?
Because if your parents green, you got bigger problems than applying for the green card. You have to go see a doctor. I go see a doctor.
Can green card parents or siblings petition for their children or siblings above the age of 21, or should they wait till they have their citizenship?
As long as the children are single, file right now.
Okay, Demore saying, hey guys, my I-130 petition by my wife for me was sent to DOS today, but I have an AOS pending too. Could anyone say why it was sent to DOS for consular processing? I'm in the US. The I-130 was filed by itself long before I did the I-485. So what do I do now?
Write the National Visa Center and tell them you filed the adjustment. Here's proof of it. Please send everything back to immigration.
This one comes from Camille Fisher, and she says, good evening. I'm married but not living in the same state as my husband. Will that be a problem when my green card comes up for renewal? I'm still in my first 2 years.
I think we spoke to her on the phone. The answer is yes, it's a problem.
Abby Williams, Monkurai. That's what it was. I got an RFE to send my eligibility as a U.S. citizen petitioner. When I actually filed the I-130 for my spouse as an LPR and included a copy of my green card with the petition, what do I do?
It sounds like that same person as before. So the immigration is going to give people problems who are filing adjustments under the F2A category as lawful permanent residents when their spouses were in legal status and the priority dates were current. What you got to do is respond and say, here's my green card. My spouse was in legal status when I filed the adjustment. Priority dates were current. Please continue with the case.
Okay. Next one comes from A. Jones. My AOS is pending. Hubby applying for I-130 for my kids abroad. What documents should be submitted and what's the process time?
File an I-130.
29 Super C saying, has any of your clients had a stall on their I-130 or I-140 petitions being approved? If so, is it because of the public charge coming into effect last week on Monday?
I don't know why, but yeah, a lot of people get stalled. But I don't know the reasons. You never know.
Do they ever disclose them after the fact, or?
You don't know why a case doesn't go as fast as another case. You can suppose, maybe the person has some background problems. Right. Maybe it's from the country they're from.
Case to case.
Yeah, I mean, you never know why anything takes longer than another.
Right.
But ultimately, if there's a problem with the case, you're going to find out what it is. But you don't know while you're waiting to hear. Why did my friend hear and I didn't hear?
Right.
Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. Sometimes you could take guesses why.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one comes from Shugs. Marriage-based AOS after interview I-130 was approved. Notice was sent in the mail. After awaiting 120 days, waiting for green card, my notice reads that my I-130 has been reopened. What's going on?
After he got approved and now the I-130 was reopened?
Yes, marriage-based AOS after interview I-130 was approved.
So then that means that they want to deny your case now. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.